All right, Crooked Thumb, I introduce to you, running for Pinellas County School Board, Mr. Curtis Campogni. Everybody, give it up. I'm going to let this man speak for a little while.
Thank you, Justin. I had to put the jacket on. Any born and raised Floridians in here? We're going through it. We're going to do this together. First and foremost, how nice is this venue? Let's give Crooked Thumb some love for hosting. When I called them, they were like, well, you know, we're not really in the politics thing. I said, it's nonpartisan. And they said, all right, we'll give you a shot. So just remember that after you have a couple beverages, this is a nonpartisan race. So find common ground with each other. Let's also give some love to my kids who are here with me, Miss Maggie and Frankie. Make some noise, Frankie. There it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Speaking of music, the vibe has been nice because of Mr. Justin Rice. Can we give Justin Rice some love as well? I like to surround myself with kind, authentic people. And as soon as I talked to Justin, I realized that he was that. He is kind and authentic. That's why I'm wearing my blue today, because today is World Kindness Day. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
I got an email from my school that told me, so thank you. Thank you for telling me that. And then, most importantly, let's give some love to everyone who showed up. Before you do that though, you know what the most unlimited resource is on the planet? The thing that no matter how much you use it, you will never run out of it. What do you think that is? What do you think that is?
Kindness.
Kindness. I wish. That would be amazing. Kindness. Yes. What do you think it is? Yell it at me. What no matter how much you use it, you'll never run out?
Love.
I heard somebody say the right one. It is excuses. Because no matter how many you use, you can always create another one. And you could have used any single one to not be here tonight, but you decided to be a part of something bigger than yourself. And for that, I really appreciate you. So give yourself a round of applause. If you don't know me personally, I am the son of a teacher. That's my mom. She does not like when I do this, but she was Teacher of the Year, people. I am a father of 2 children adopted through the Florida foster care system, and I am the husband of a social worker. And so I don't get in trouble later. Can you give my wife one more round of applause, please? So I am personally connected to Pinellas County. I am here emotionally. I am born and raised here. This is my county. On a professional note, I started my career helping young people in a group home in South St. Pete about 20 years ago. And yes, I'm 41, so the math adds up. And then from there, I became the director of the YMCA, running youth programs. From there, I became a case manager all through Pinellas County, helping young people graduate. Then, transition director, where I ran a multi-million-dollar program across Central Florida, helping young people get jobs and helping them get employed. Thank you in the back. Oh, she used to work with me, and I hired her, so she had to do that. But despite all of that, and I really liked what I was doing, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own company. So I started my own company, Speak for MC, where I now train people that help people, thousands a year, all across the country. And if I was being honest with you, one of the main reasons I did that is because I was tired of the bureaucracy. I was tired of the red tape. I just wanted to be able to make the decisions I wanted to make that I thought could help people and not have to deal with all the nonsense. So I know what some of you might be thinking right now is, then why the heck would he run for local office? Why would he do that? Part of the why is because a couple months ago, my wife and I dropped our kids off for their very first day of kindergarten and pre-K. And while I was there, I saw a lot of kids that were excited and some nervous. Thank you. A lot of parents that were excited and nervous. I was nervous, very nervous. I saw teachers that were doing everything they could to make this day a good day for these kids. And I had this realization that in order to affect real change, make a real difference for our county, I can't do it by myself. I need the students, I need the teachers, I need the parents, I need the community, and I need people like you who care. So it also was my birthday that day, and instead of enjoying my birthday festivities, I drove straight to Vote Pinellas and I announced my candidacy on the same day for District 3 at-large school board. And here we are. Yeah, buddy? I appreciate you too. And everything I do is rooted in empathy. Empathy, what I do personally, what I do professional, empathy. So after announcing, I knew what I had to do. I had to do a listen and learn. I scheduled a bunch of one-on-one conversations with a lot of people that think very differently. And if you hang out with people, by the way, that agree with everything you say, we need to ask better questions because we think differently and that's okay. And the beautiful thing about having these listen and learns is I realize that we have more common ground than not. Everyone I talked to, we found certain elements of common ground. For instance, everyone I talked to, regardless of their views, believed that teachers having the 50th pay scale in the nation, being 50th in the nation for teachers, Florida, is unacceptable. Do y'all agree with that? I mean, when I was a case manager, I was making $29,000 a year, balling. And that wasn't enough. You're pouring into others. That is unacceptable, and we cannot tolerate that. Our teachers deserve more. The other common ground is that parental rights. Every parent wants to raise their children with the values and the morals that they believe will put their child in the best position to succeed. No one disagrees with that. Now, we might disagree on which values we prioritize, but we all, as parents, want to do the best for our kids. We want to raise them in a household that we believe reflects that. Common ground. And then the other common ground is that every single person wants to drop their child off at school and feel it is safe. They want to drop their kid off at school and feel the kid is going to learn. They're going to grow, and then they're going to come back happy. Everyone has common ground. Now, does that mean that you'll agree with me on everything? No. And if you do, ask me more questions, we'll find something. But if we start from a place of agreement, now we can actually work towards solutions. If we start from a place of disagreement, we'll go nowhere. We'll be stuck in a power struggle. This campaign is about collaborating with people, even if they think differently, because we are going to prioritize the kids of Pinellas County. And on that note, after listening and talking with people, I realized I'm going to take this a step further. And now I publish a blog on my campaign page, curtisforallpcs.com, plug, where I tell you clearly where I stand on the topics related to education. And they aren't just talking points. I encourage you to read them. I say why I feel a certain way, the context for it, and what my solutions are. If I ever tell you a problem and I don't give you a solution for it, call me out. Say you're not being authentic. So I challenge everyone here to take a look at the Where I Stand page on my site, because to my understanding, I am the only candidate that is doing that. And the other question I got when it came to these listen and learns is I was asked by somebody real high up in the education space, why should we trust you to be a part of the school board? And I thought about it, and part of my brain was like, should I do the politics thing where I just give the generic answer? Because I want kids to be safe, and I think this, and I think this, you know, all the talking points? I said, no, I can't do that. I gotta be real, I gotta be authentic. So why should you trust me? And then what I thought about is I saw a video recently with a Delta Airlines pilot, where before they took off, he went to the cockpit, he went out of the cockpit, and he talked to everybody on the plane. And he said, I know there's a lot of people here that are nervous. I know there's a lot of people here that are anxious. I know there's some people on this plane that might not even feel safe. And he said, I want to tell you that when I left my home this morning, my little girl and I had a conversation about ice cream. And she made me promise that when I get back home after I lay in this plane, we're going to get ice cream. And I would never break a promise that I made to my daughter. And that is how you know this is going to be a safe flight. That is how you know you are going to get home, because I have to get home to have ice cream with my daughter. And when I saw that video, it made me think of when we adopted our kids, we made promises too. And a lot of parents make these. We're going to keep you safe. We're going to support you. We're going to put you in positions to succeed. But a little something about me is through the adoption process, that was not an easy journey. Through my professional side, that was not an easy journey. So we made other promises too. We said, we are going to fight for our systems that directly affect kids to be better. We are going to fight and identify solutions when some people only see problems. We are going to be relentless in fixing the areas of Pinellas County that directly impact the most important thing in Pinellas County, which is our kids' future. And we will never, ever stand for the it is what it is mentality when pointing to broken areas that could be better. And just like that pilot, that is why you can trust me on the school board. Because I am making that promise to you. And most importantly, I made that promise to my kids. So I'm going to land this flight. At certain times, it might be turbulent, but we're going to make an impact and we're going to inspire change. I give you my word on that. And I didn't plan to do this, but I literally got an email as I was walking up here that you might know the other candidate in this race is Miss Dawn. I got an email that another Dawn has entered the race. So there are two Dawns going for this school board race. Now, I don't know either personally. I'm sure they are very, very nice people. One of them smiles a lot. That's a good thing. They're very friendly. But what I want you to do, and I want to remind the voters, and I need your help reminding the voters, this is a District 3 at-large position. District 3 at-large. This means this seat is for Madeira Beach, St. Pete, Palm Harbor, Safety Harbor, Tarpon, Clearwater. This seat is for all of Pinellas County. Thank you. In the back. I appreciate it. And you hit the table too to try to get everybody going. Thank you so much. So the reason you'll keep hearing me say this is District 3 at large, this is District 3 at large, is because I'm not concerned if 6 more people enter the race and 9 more Dawns. I am 100% confident that if you compare my record with helping children and families in Pinellas County, there is no one else that stacks up. And what I am excited about, and I'm very enthusiastic about, is when we can have those forums, and we can have those open conversations, and we can have those dialogues. Not to fight, not to attack. Everything's rooted in empathy, but it is to understand. Because I'm going to tell you where I stand, and we're going to find out where everybody else does too. We will inspire change. And the last thing I want to leave you with is I have printed out where I stand on a lot of forums. I have given you a forum where you can tell me what you think are the most pressing issues in Pinellas County as it relates to schools. And I want to encourage you to visit the website and follow along and join me on this journey. We will make an impact on the most important thing, and I have decided I cannot do it by myself. It has to be with all of you. And it starts tonight, and from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your night. Oh, my bad. Maggie wanted to say something. Here you go, Maggie.
My daddy's the best.
I'll give you the $10 later, all right? I got you. I got you. Oh, you too, Frankie? Thank you, Frankie. That was beautiful. All right, everybody, enjoy your night. Talk with people, find common ground, have a beverage, and connect with me, and let's talk some more. Thank you, everybody.